Hi, I'm Darlene Justice.
And I'm James Justice. We're the owners of Architectural Justice, and we're here at the Vineyard. This is our print. This is probably our 20th version, but this is what Darlene and I enjoy so much. We've spent hours and hours and hours just having so much fun looking at the topography of the existing land and figuring out how can we use that existing land and how to make it work with the project. So this here is the existing bank building here. We plan on adding this here will be the spa and cafe areas, and the existing building will probably be more reception and gallery areas. And then parking, which is unbelievable. We have probably 400 spots that we're looking at here, which is awesome to have that much parking.
So this is the existing building that was originally a bank building, and we're going to work with the structure, like James said before, renovate the interior completely and then build around it.
Yeah, the building was just built really well, like 12-inch walls, and we would really just like to keep it here, and that'll be the first piece of the buildings that will wrap around it. So we'll be adding the cafe and the spa, and that building will become more of the gallery area.
So we'll revamp the, entryway to make it more grand. And then when you're looking, if you're looking this way, there's going to be sort of an atrium that you'll be able to walk through between the spa area and then the restaurant area.
And we cleared some of the brush over there so you could see what it would look like. The back of the new building will be approximately right about here is where you'll be walking out onto the new patio.
So you'll have a really great view of the vineyard and the greenhouse from here.
And this here is the peninsula that the bride and groom will be able to walk out on. This was we think it was the dirt that was left over from the project when they built the bank, that they pushed all that dirt out here, and it just created such a nice peninsula, and all the trees have grown up on it. We want to really work with the trees and leave those.
You can see how high we are here too with the way, the land is. So that's going to overlook this area of the vineyard.
So the wedding venue will be here. It'll have a reflection pool at the end. So the sunsets are just going to be unbelievable there. And then this, we're going to add a stone bridge in here. Then you have the lower Dell area. And then alongside the wedding venue, there'll be a courtyard. And then this goes up another 20 feet here. There'll be a private garden at the top with the gazebo. Over here will be the villas, so there'll be 12 units there.
Yeah, so from here you'd be able to see this bridge that James was speaking of, along with the reflection pool that will be right off of the wedding venue.
So right about here is where the head table for the wedding venue will be, so you can see the views that you'll have with the reflection pool right outside it. And you'll have the bridge in the distance too for the views out of this wedding venue are just going to be fantastic.
And then this little area that we're going to be walking in will be kind of a side area for gatherings along the side. So there'll be a really nice retaining wall that will extend into the Dell area down there.
And right here is where you'll walk down into the Dell.
So we're going down into the Dell right now. This will be an area where, if you're having an event or a wedding, you can come down here, have cocktail hour.
So we're going to cut an area out of that hillside and create an arched stone bridge there. And we want to get it up high enough so when you're standing down in the bottom that you'll be able to see the horizon through the arch of the bridge. And then here is some of the bedrock that I've uncovered. So we want to try to keep uncovering some of the bedrock and get it all scrubbed off. So people for sure get their exercise here. Up here will be the private gardens, there'll be gazebo. You'll be able to walk up into those trees over there. And then the villas will be right over here on this flat area here. And again, we'll clear some of the brush. We want to be able to see the horizon from all areas. We'll have the caves cut into the ground here. On the side of the property, we'll have the switchback paths and some wildflowers and lavender fields there. The amphitheater, there's as you can see with the topography here, there's some natural lines in here, and it just looks like a amphitheater. So we're gonna go with that. There's some beautiful trees set in here. And then what we want to do here is to make it look like an old structure was here 1,000 years ago. Pieces of the foundation left over, and then we'll create a stage at the end of that.
So it'll be like architectural gardens, which will be really beautiful.
A lot of wildflowers and things like that. And then we'll have a 1.5 acre lake that will have a large dock put in there, and just walking paths all along. Then as you move across the back property, we'll have our greenhouse will be here, and then we'll have a couple of maintenance buildings and processing buildings for the vineyard, and then 2.5 acres of vines here, half white and half red. And then this will be our table that we have in the vineyard, and this is a 50-person table, so this is going to be a lot of fun to build. And then we'll have a paved road working all the way around the property here.